Hey everyone, I'm JT. Welcome to JT Gaming, where we review your games and level up your skill.
Unit promoted.
Okay, so the first game we're going to look at is between Clancy94 and Dongdae. Okay, so it looks like you're playing a sort of middling of the road sort of deck rather than aggro or tech. So let's just take a look and see how we get on.
Establishing battlefield control.
So we're going to be watching from Clancy94's perspective.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Okay, so we open with a harvester. And I'm presuming you're going to use some dogs to scout as you open the factory. Yep. It's a nice easy map to scout on the harvesters and things like that because of the distances between the pads and the TIBERIUM fields. Okay, so he makes a really odd choice and opens with a Talon. And we have the appropriate counter with the Pitbull. And it's good that you're chasing after the unit rather than just standing on the pads. Okay, so we go down to aggro the harvester and now we see that he has a Mohawk. Okay, so let's stop here. So at this point we should be moving the Pitbull at the bottom down here further back to meet our other Pitbull so we can double team the Mohawk. Because the Mohawk is Raider now, so it's harder to micro around and the lake is in our way at the same time, whereas 2v1 we can easily overcome this Mohawk. And also, we could also open into a barracks and a missile squad, which is more of a hard counter. See, because now we've already lost one Pitbull, and we're about to lose a second. This is a negative TIBERIUM trade for us. Okay, good. So we're moving our Pitbull back. So we've learned from our mistake on the first time. That's really good. And now we can double team the Mohawk. Look how effective this is. Okay, that's really good. And we're going into a hard counter, even better.
Nuclear missile launched. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Okay, so now we need to move away our unit from their counter. Okay, so I don't know why we've stopped the Pitbull there. We need to micro the Pitbull from the bottom pad to the top pad, and we should have swapped over the Shockwave with the Pitbull to take care of that. Although the turret placement was good. Okay, and we see another Talon, and more Talons, so the Pitbulls will take care of these nice and easily. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so at this point again, we need to start moving away our units from their counters, so moving the missile squads backwards. Some good body blocking there, very good. Unfortunately, we didn't effectively body block enough because obviously he got onto the pad, but that's okay, we can get it back. Okay, good. We need to get another Pitbull onto the top pad, and we need to get the Shockwave onto the bottom pad. But it looks like this guy's just giving the game away to you because he moved his Talon off the pad instead of onto the pad. So he did kind of give up that missile a little bit, but overall it was okay. Let's move on to the second game now. Okay, so the second game we're going to look at is Clancy94 versus Iron Joey. Okay, so let's look at the decks at the second. So it looks like you've got a little bit of a level disadvantage, although not much, mind. I'm a bit confused why you have 2 tanks in your deck. This seems a little unnecessary to me. I would swap this tank out for another unit, because the stealth tank is a really good unit. I'd like to keep that. It's good anti-air as well. So yeah, maybe swap the tank out for a bike or another unit. Okay, so let's just take a look and see what happens.
Establishing battlefield control. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
So watching from Clancy's perspective, so we've opened into a harvester and war factory, most likely going to be going, or definitely going to be going for wheels to scout. Okay, good. So we're going to chase after the militants.
Unit ready.
And it looks like you're trying to 2v1 them? No? Okay. Okay, so we need to microwave the wheels from the top because those lasers will melt our wheels. And you set up another set of wheels. You need to use your bottom set of wheels to double team that laser squad. It has a level advantage and it is going to melt your wheels. You are wasting economy at this point with that. Okay, so good. We're microing away our tank. That's good. So far, that one laser squad nearly got 30 Tiberium worth of kills. It was about 1 or 2 shots off that. Okay, good. So we're still microing effectively with stealth tank, so it doesn't die, which is good. Okay. And we've lost our wheel. You needed to micro that tank away from the laser squads because it's just not gonna do anything. I'd have pushed that back, built some wheels, pushed that up, or 2 sets of wheels, double team. Again, we're wasting economy with our wheels against that laser squad, and as a result of our mistakes, we have lost the first missile. Okay, good. So we're getting hard counters out to the laser squads, which is what we need to do. And it looks like we're going to get the harvester kill quite easily. I don't know what's happening at the moment because it doesn't look like he's responding at all. I can only guess at this point that your opponent has disconnected. It must have been an accidental disconnect because there's no way anyone would disconnect from this game. He had won the first missile and you had been making quite a few mistakes, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to end this particular game here because the guy's clearly given up. Okay, so the third and final game we're going to look at is Clancy94 versus Trageltod77. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into this. Let's see how we do.
Establishing battlefield control. 3.
So watching from Clancy's perspective again.
Objective available.
Okay, so we open straight into the wheels this time. So we're going to scout and open a harvester next. So now we see missile squads. We need to micro away our wheels to the back so they don't get destroyed like in our last game, which we're doing this time, which is good. Bring out another set of wheels to double team. Very good. So this is what we should have done in our last game, using this double team. I don't know if there was a lack of focus in the last games because you do know what you're doing by the looks of it. Okay, so now we see that he has a second harvester. So we need to be making sure the pad is charging at all times, because the way to beat a tech deck like a double harvester deck is to either build a second harvester yourself so you're equal on economy, or to make sure you're charging the pads and get that first missile straight away. The first missile in these sort of games is critical. Now, I don't know why we've built a second tank here, because we know he hasn't got vehicles except for harvesters out there, and he's got hard counters such as the Orca Bomber and the missile squad, so this is not a good build. It's a waste of economy. So we've opened into the stealth tank, and yes, that is a good counter for air. However, we shouldn't have moved it onto the pad. We should have moved it onto the TIBERIUM field just below the pad, because when you go onto a pad, you lose the ability of stealth, so he gets the first fire advantage. Okay, so we take that out. Both our tanks are very weak here. Good, we have Flame Squad out to deal with the Missile Squad. You can see at the bottom you're at a very large economy disadvantage because of this wasteful play style. Because you weren't microing away from your vehicles away from the counters, and you wasted a volley on some missile squads there. I mean, really, after you lose the first missile, there is no way you should win this game, because he's just getting you crushed on economy. He's getting his tech units out. Double harvester / tech games you need to end early. And this is horrible. You just lost the stealth tank to a Talon. That should have been microed way off the pad so that Talon doesn't attack it. Okay, so we've got Banshees out, which is good counters to the air units. Yep. So we've got zone troopers. They're gonna melt us with the Banshee, but the double team on the flame troopers is good. So now we see a disruptor on the field, and really we know at this point that we're going to really struggle to win. A zone trooper disruptor combination is a truly terrifying thing, because the zone troopers are going to protect their disruptors, and the disruptor is going to melt the infantry that can counter the zone troopers. As we're going to see here, that disruptor will melt our flame troopers that are going over the after the zone troopers. And that was unfortunate. Our disruptor does not get killed by the stealth tank. Yeah, I mean, it very much looks like we're going to lose this missile. I mean, at where pointer it looked kind of close, but to be honest, after we lost the first missile, it was all going to be downhill. Okay, so the rating I'm going to be giving Clancy is Command Meh. There were some good points throughout your games where you started to do the right things. So I know you got the knowledge there that you need to improve. It's just, I think there's a lack of focus, to be honest. So focusing on the game and making sure you're doing the things like moving your units away from counters, moving your units towards counters, having the hard counters when you're needing to, and also minimizing your negative TIBERIUM trades, because these really impact your game. And yeah, and not double teaming enough. Those are the things that I would really crack down on if you want to move your game to the very next level. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear for you, and take part in our poll at the top right of the video to give your ratings. Okay, see you guys later.